Before Superstorm Sandy, the boardwalk in Coney Island underneath, you could go underneath there and you would find dope fiends shooting up. You would find prostitutes, low-budget prostitutes pulling tricks. You'd find condoms. You'd find all kinds of flotsam and jetsam. It was a horror. It's not the boardwalk that we remembered as kids when you'd get under the boardwalk there in Coney Island and watch all the feet passing above you. A lot different. And then what they did is they jammed sand underneath because they know global warming, climate change. That's right, I believe that there'll be more superstorms in the horizon, and that will help buttress the water flowing in from the Atlantic as the backwash will come in from other tributaries. That's bound to happen. But this horrible story that I read last night before I came on the air with Nancy between 8 to 10, and then I broadcasted it based on a viral news report. This guy is ahead of the curve of everybody. So he reported that on the boardwalk, two guys had surrounded a couple, knocked the guy down, and raped the female. And that it occurred at 16th Street and Surf Avenue. 16th and Surf Avenue. He didn't have all the details, but he said increasingly it was looking like migrants. And viral news, like 99% of the time, is spot on. And so I followed his lead. I announced it briefly, said I'd have more details in the morning, and now it's all crystallized. So you heard James Flippin come in, and he had been talking to police headquarters in the morning to try to get information, and they were covering it up. They already knew it was two migrants. Now being reported in the New York Post, a Nicaraguan and a Mexican migrant, and what they did was they worked in tandem. So you had the Mexican migrant knocks the boyfriend down, holds him at bay. And the Nicaraguan migrant, product of Daniel Ortega, despotic dictator for life in Nicaragua, friend of, that's right, Comrade Bill de Blasio and Charlene, who went down there and helped the Sandinistas. They love Daniel Ortega, probably still do. And he viciously raped his 46-year-old woman at 9 o'clock at night. But you got to understand there are four categories of migrants who are untouchables according to the Biden administration. First are the Venezuelans. They are super untouchable. Then the Nicaraguans. They are untouchables. And you have the Haitians and the Cubans who are untouchables because their countries will not take back any of these illegal aliens if they commit crimes here. They just won't. So they have special status. So now what's going to happen? There is a all-men's migrant shelter up the block, Stillwell Avenue, not far from Stillwell and Surf. And there are other migrant shelters in that immediate area of Coney Island. And the Chinese are fighting the one that they want to stick right on 86th Street and 25th Avenue. Every day they're out there underneath the D train. Go out, cheer them on. Because Eric Adams is out to destroy this city. There's no other way of discussing this. They covered it up. Viral news had it. We ran with it. And they anticipated that the rest of the media would remain quiet. Well, the New York Post did it. They came up with the details first. So will we have apologies from Eric Adams today that his visitors, his guests that we pay for, raped a woman on the boardwalk in Coney Island? And what does he suggest that we do with these enemies of society?